guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. Today we're doing a mat Pilates class using a resistance band. If you have one, grab it. If you don't have one, it's not a problem. You can still do the workout without the band. It's just going to be a bit of a different workout for you. If you've got the band, you're going to place it down onto your mat. Trying to have equal sides as much as possible, up towards the front of your mat, and you're going to come with your hands resting on the band. Your back's in neutral, your legs are hip width, nice long neck, look straight down between your thumbs. Inhale here, and as you exhale, tuck your tailbone. You're going to round your spine one bone at a time, dropping the head at the end, really pressing down through your hands. We're going to lengthen the spine. As we do so, we're going to go into a little bit of an arch here and reach the right leg up behind us. Don't go too deep into it. I don't want any pinching in the lower back. And then come back to neutral spine. Stay here, both knees down. Tuck your tailbone round. Drop the head. Coming up through that neutral. Pick up your left knee. Reach it up behind you. There's a little bit of overarching in the back, not too deep. Take it back down, knee goes down. As soon as the knee hits the floor, tuck your tailbone and round. We're going to do that a few more times through. Drop the head. Start to lengthen. Start to pick up your right knee. Lengthen the leg behind you. Reach it out, far back. Tuck and place it back down. Same thing, left side. Reach it back. Take it back in, place it down. Good, come into a cat stretch here. Push your hips back and come back to neutral spine. You're gonna take your, keep your left hand where it is. We're gonna turn our palm so it's facing away from us. You're gonna hold the band between your index and thumb. So my palm is facing away from my feet. We're externally rotating at the shoulder joint. Inhale here, as you exhale, you're gonna reach the band off to the side. Shoulder height no higher, and then take it back down. And again, reach it up and down. We've got 6 more, and 5, and 4, and 3. Engage your core. 2. Last one, you're going to lift it up. We're going to hold it up. Tiny pulses here. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back down, place it down. Take your right hand on the band. Same thing the opposite way. So it's the left hand that holds the band between the thumb and the index. Pressing down firmly into your right hand. Lift your left arm up. Shoulder height no higher. And then control it down. And again, you lift it up. Engage the core. And down. 6 more. Exhale as you lift, reach the arm up and down. Last 5 and 4 and 3. 2 more. Final one, you're going to lift it up, you're going to hold it up. We go for the pulses. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control it down. Take both hands onto your band. Reach one leg back, reach the other leg back, come into a plank position. Your legs are hip width. You're going to keep tucking your tailbone in slightly. You're going to twist your legs towards the right, or twist your hips towards the right. Come through center and twist to the left. And center and right. And center and left. One more each side. And left. And come to center. Take your knees down. You're going to come kneeling onto your band. Holding the band in between thumb and index finger. Your legs are still hip width. You can have your toes untucked here. We're going to lift bands up towards the shoulders and take them down. And again, lift up. As you lift up, careful the shoulders don't come up. If they do, it probably means you're having a little bit too much resistance and you want to lessen the resistance. And down. And again, lift up. And down. 3 more. Last 2. 1 more. Lift up, stay up. Tiny pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your band. You're going to keep the band where it is, and you're going to come laying down on your belly. Place your hip bones or your lower belly on the band so that we're securing the band in place. Your legs will be slightly wider than your hips in a turnout position. Your hands are going to be behind your head. You're going to have your elbows lifted off the mat. Pull your belly button in here. We're going to lift the legs and lower the legs. Elbows lifted off the mat. So arms are active. Everything's engaged. We're just lifting and reaching the legs away and down. Last 4. Think about the lengthening. 3, 2. Last 1. You're going to keep the legs lifted. Now we're going to lift the chest, and then everything's going to come down. Legs and chest. Keep your chest down. Elbows stay open. Lift the legs first. Lift the chest. Everything comes down. And again, legs go up, chest up, and everything down except the elbows. They stay lifted. 2 more times. Lift the legs, lift the chest, everything comes down. Last time, legs lift and reach, lift your chest, and everything comes down. Take your hands by your rib cage, carefully press yourselves back. You can go into a little bit of a cat stretch, shell stretch, whatever feels nice for your lower back. And then you're going to transfer the band closer towards the end of your mat. The setup for this one is usually the most challenging part. You're going to place the ball of your right foot right into the band here. And then we're going to hold the bands in our hands. So one side of the band's on the outside of the leg and the other one's on the inside of that right leg. You want to maintain that resistance. You need to keep flexing that foot so your toes are really holding onto the band. And from here, hands onto the floor. We're in a tabletop position. One hand holding each band. Press your arms down. You're going to reach the right leg back and then pull it in. And again, reach, push into the band and pull it in. 8 more. 8. And 7. And 6. Make sure you extend all the way. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one, we're going to keep that leg nice and straight behind us. Still flex, tiny pulses up. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up. You're going to turn it out. Open and close. Open and close. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it to center, turn it back down, and release it down. Good job. We're going to set it up opposite way. So first thing you want to do is really straighten out your band here. Then step onto your band like you're on the ball of your foot. You've got to maintain this position. That's going to help a lot. Take the band in each hand. It helps if you've got equal band on either sides. Come to your tabletop position here. Maintain that tension in the band, otherwise it's not going to work. Flexing your left foot, lift the leg, push it out, and pull it in. So you're pushing into the band and resist the band as you come in. The band's going to want to pull your leg in. You want to resist it. We've got 7 more. Make sure you extend the leg all the way at the end. 6, knee comes straight. And 5. And 4. stay straight, the foot is still flexed, tiny pulses up. And 8, 6, 4, 3, hold the leg up, turn it out. Open to the left, come to center. Out and center. 8, 7, 6, 5, keep the neck nice and long. And 3, 2, and 1, come back to center, turn your knee down, release the band. Good job, you guys. You're gonna place both feet now this way. So make sure you're stepping onto your band. And from here, hold your band, make sure you've got some tension. We're gonna come laying down all the way onto our bellies. You're gonna have your legs slightly turned out, really push into that band. Here, my elbows are bent back, forehead is down. You're gonna lift your legs, hold them lifted. Lift your chest. We're gonna keep the chest lifted, keep the neck nice and long. Just the arms, you're gonna reach them front and bend them back. And again, reach your arms and bend them back. And reach and back. Last 4 and 3. Legs are nice and active. 2, strong back. Last 1, reach it up. We're gonna hold it here. Lift a little bit higher. Last 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let go of your band. Push back into a shell stretch. And we're gonna come laying down on our backs. You can start by placing the band so it'll be ready for when we need it. Again, that nice straight position. Shoulder blades will be resting on the band. So the band's gonna pass underneath your armpits. If you were to hold it in your hands, it would be underneath your armpits. That's where you want it. But first, just leave it off to the side. Push your lower back down. Hands can come behind your head. Lift your chest, shoulder blades off the floor. Stay lifted, keep your elbows wide. You're gonna pull your right knee in, past that tabletop position. So you really wanna squeeze it in, take it down, other side. Pull and down, and right. Exhale. And left. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take both legs down. Release your chest down. You're gonna hold on to the bands in each hand. You wanna have enough tension that the band can be straight. Your arms are up, but the shoulder blades remain low onto the ground. Legs are hip width. Tuck your tailbone. You're gonna lift your hips up. You're gonna pick up the right leg to tabletop. Take it down, other side. Left and right and left and right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take both feet down, stay here. You're gonna pulse your hips up, squeeze the glutes, up, squeeze, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, shoulder blades down, 3, 2, 1. Roll it all the way down. Keep the tension in your band. Chest lifts off the mat. We're gonna reach up. Arms going over your knees here. Pulse it front. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Good job. Take the band off. Take your legs to tabletop. You're gonna place the band underneath your feet. Again, if the ball of the foot, you need to have some grip. You're gonna hold the band. Palms are facing inward towards your legs. Start with your legs in tabletop. Legs are glued together. Come to the balls of your feet here. So that's what's gonna hold the band into place. Shoulders low. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, lift your upper body up. You're going to reach the legs out. We're going to keep the legs straight. You're going to push out into your bend and release. Push out, the legs open and release. 2 more slow. Last one. Now we're going to do tiny pulses out. Stay out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, hold the legs out. Turn your palms down. Push your arms down. Pulse. 2, 3, legs stay wide. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Great job. Knees to chest. Rock side to side. And then hold the backs of your legs. You're going to roll yourselves up. We're going to tie the band around our thighs. I find it's always easier to start with the band at the front, like this. Wrap it around the back, and then I can easily tie it in front of me. It doesn't matter. I just find it easier this way. So you want to tie it tight enough, not too tight. Probably do a double knot here to hold it in place. Once you've got that, you're going to come laying down on your right side, supporting your head with your right hand. Your knees are bent. The hips are bent not 90 degrees, so a little bit more open. You want to have your back lined up with the back of your mat. We're going to keep the heels glued together. We're going to turn out, top leg, which is the left leg, and close. Turn out and close. So right here, you don't want to go too fast. You also don't want to go too wide. If your hips start rocking backwards, you're going too far. You're going past your own range of motion. So you want to really visualize that your entire back is up against a wall and you can't go past the wall, right? So that's as far as you want to go. It helps sometimes to place your opposite hand, the one that's not supporting your head, at the base here, at the hip, the lower back, just to kind of give you feedback here to see if you're pushing into that hand, which would mean you're going too far. And turn out and close. Out and close. Let's do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The final one, you're going to hold it out. Now at your highest point, pulse. Pulse, pulse, barely moving. Okay, we're going to do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Release it down. You're going to keep your legs twisted towards the right. You're going to open your chest. So your legs may have to lift, that's fine, but get into a position that both your shoulder blades are flat on the floor. Wherever your legs end up, they may be here, they may be here. Maybe for some of you, they're still down on the floor. That's great. But just the important part is having both shoulder blades glued to the floor to start. You're going to have your hands behind your head, so my chest is straight up towards the ceiling. From here, I'm lifting. My legs are still twisted to the right, but my chest is straight up towards the ceiling, and we pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now stay up. You're going to reach the left leg out diagonally. Maintain that balance and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knee. Chest comes down. Great job. Come to center. Take your knees in towards your chest. Release your back. We're not going to do the other side right away. We've got one more exercise here. You're going to come to the balls of your feet fairly close to your butt. So don't be out too far to start. You should be roughly able to touch your heels with your fingertips. And you're going to keep pushing into the band a little bit. You're not in turnout, but there is some tension in your band. Head will stay down, shoulder blades nice and flat. The heels are up. You're going to lift the hips up. We're going to stay here and pulse. Up, up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2, now stay up. You're gonna turn it out and close. Turn and close. And 3, 4, 5. Come back to parallel. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Hold it out. 10 tiny pulses here. Go out an inch. In, out, 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 out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the legs. Take your hips down. Knees to chest. And then we can switch over to the left side. You're resting your head on your left hand, aligning your back with the edge of your mat, heels together. We turn out and close. Out and close. So not only do you have resistance from the band, but push your top heel into the bottom heel. Especially if you don't have a band, it doesn't really matter. The band, yes, adds some resistance, but if you really focus on pushing that top heel into the bottom one, right away you're gonna feel the lower glutes truly engaging here, and that's what we're going for. 10 more. 9, 8, really good sequence for the hips here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, you turn out, hold it here, you pulse. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, push your heel down, and 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, turning so that your chest is facing up towards the ceiling. Start with both shoulder blades flat on the floor. Again, allow your legs to go wherever they need to be. Hands are behind your head. Lift up towards the center and we pulse. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stay up. You reach the right leg. Maintain some resistance in the band and pulse. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the knee and release your head down. Flip over onto your back. Adjust your spine here so you're back in that neutral position. This time, you're going to start with your heels together, toes out. And then come to the balls of your feet. Once you're on the balls of your feet, make sure your heels haven't gone apart. So you're going to have to walk your feet in most likely to get them to touch. You're going to keep that heel connection. You're going to lift the hips up and tap them down. Again, lift, squeeze the glutes, and down. Lift, squeeze, and down. And 10, 9, 8, 7, make sure you squeeze all the way up. And 5, 4, 3, 2, final one, you stay up. Make sure the heels are still together and lifted. We're gonna pulse it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, staying with the heel connection. You're gonna go in an inch, out, in an inch, out, in, out. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly lower back down. Good. Take your knees in towards your chest. We're going to keep the band. You're just going to place it. Don't undo don't change the tension. Just place it at your heels now, or not your heels, your ankles. Your back is pressing down, legs in tabletop. So now your legs will be wider than your hips, right? Because the band is made for your thigh length or width. So your legs are going to be slightly wider than your hips. You're going to keep them parallel though. Careful the knees don't turn in or not out. So keep them nice and parallel, hands behind your head. Push your back down, start with your feet flexed. You're going to lift your chest, reach the legs, point the feet. Come back down, flex the feet, bend the knees. And again, reach up, maintain the tension in the band, and down. So your legs will stay the same width the entire time here because you're pressing your ankles up against the band. Last 3, Last two, exhale, reach the legs. Last one, we're gonna hold it up. Staying here, legs nice and straight, flex your feet. You're gonna walk or scissor the legs. And switch, switch, switch. Maintain that resistance in your bend. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release, knees down to chest. Keeping the bend, you're gonna reach your legs out in front of you, reach your arms behind you, and roll it all the way up. Quickly fold over your legs, and release. Don't undo your loop here, just remove the band, and you're gonna place it now just above your elbows. From here, we're gonna come into a forearm plank. You're gonna have your forearms down. You're gonna keep pushing into that bend here. Reach one leg back and the other leg back. We're gonna start with the legs glued together. You're gonna maintain that inner thigh connection. You're going to twist your body to the right, come to center and twist left. And right, and left. Keep twisting. Keep pushing with your upper arms into the bend. Keeping that strong connection. Forearms are pushing down into the mat. Your chest is nice and wide. The shoulder blades are flat on the thoracic spine. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center. Take your knees down. Sit back. Take a quick shell stretch here. Good, and now we can undo the knot in our bands. So we don't need that loop anymore. And we're gonna place it back flat onto the floor as we were doing in the beginning, at the front of our mat. Make sure it's a little right at the top of your mat. You're gonna have your hands resting on it. We're gonna come into a plank position. I'm gonna encourage you to be in a wide plank, which means your legs will be as wide as your mat. Your hands are gonna be almost as wide as your mat as well. It's gonna help with your stability here. As we were doing before, you're gonna hold the band into your right hand. Your palm is facing away from your feet, between your thumb and index finger. You're gonna stay here. We're gonna twist our body, and at the same time, you're gonna open that arm towards the ceiling, pulling into your band, and then come back to center. And again, we twist, reach the bend, and come back to center. 3 more times, nice and slow. Working on that twist, using the obliques, getting a nice stretch. Shoulders are working hard. 2 more. And just 1 more. Come to center, place the band down. Take your hand, right hand onto the band. Come to a downward dog. Coming back to plank. Press your right hand down. Hold the band into your left hand between your thumb and index finger. Here we go. We twist open to the left, lifting that left arm up, and then slowly come back down. It's all in the quality of your movements here. How slowly can you move? It's going to challenge your muscles a lot more if you're moving slow with control. We've got 3 more. Two more. Okay, last one. We've got this. Great job. Come back to center. Take your hand onto the band. This time take your knees down, nice and wide. Sit back. Come into your shell stretch here. You can rest your forehead on the mat. Oh. Good job. And coming back up, Last little bit here. We're gonna finish with a few stretches. You're gonna hold the band out in front of you, palms facing down. Again, you're holding the band between your thumb and your index finger. Shoulders down. You'll be able to adjust the resistance depending on how much opening you have in your shoulders. Start wider and we can go from there. You're gonna reach your arms up, open to the back. You're dropping the band towards your lower back. Keep the elbows straight and then come up and take it down. If that was too challenging, you're gonna go wider. If that was fairly easy, you can come a little bit more narrow. And again, reach up. Now you've got the advantage that this is a band, right? So you can pull into it to give you a little bit more play. Come up and down, moving slow. Again, if you want to challenge a little bit more, you can go even more narrow here, up to you. But there should be no pain in the shoulders here. And coming back up. Good, take the band down, come to hands and knees. You can let go of your band completely. Untuck your toes here. Take a deep inhale, tuck your tailbone around your spine. Drop the head, stay here. Keep pushing your hands down, keep the upper chest rounded. And we're gonna push back like we wanna go sit on our heels. But we're not gonna go all that way because we wanna focus on the flexion of the upper spine. Come back to center and lengthen back. Let's do two more. Tuck the tailbone, round the spine, drop the head. Really push into your hands to round your upper spine. Now maintain that curve in the upper spine and push back a few inches, not more. And come back to center. Lengthen. Let's go for one more here. Inhale. Tuck your tailbone. As you inhale, you're pulling the belly button in. Nice articulation here. Press into the hands, drop the head. Feel the shoulder blades winding. Now maintain that and press back. Like you're gonna push your hips towards your heels. And come back to center. And release here. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, and last time. Deep inhalation. Taking your hands into prayer. Exhaling through your heart center. You guys are done. Thank you again for joining me today and hope to see you again sometime soon for another Pilates workout. Take care. Bye.